Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone had a great trading week. Before we move on to the watch list, let's do a quick recap on the stocks we called out from last week, starting with ticker symbol WDC. For those of you guys who are watching this for the first time, so the way we do our stock callouts is we look at the closing price from the week prior, and then we look at the high of the week after, and if there's a good enough range to make profit there, then we consider that trade a success. If not, and obviously if it went lower, then we consider that a failure. But this week definitely wasn't too bad. With WDC, the closing price from the week prior was $37.37, and it made a high of $39.39, so almost a $2 move right there. Next stock was ticker symbol TOL. This had a closing price of $44.50, and it made a high of $45.25. Not bad, but could have been better. Next stock is ticker symbol DHI. This had a closing price of $71.39, and it made a high of $75.32. That was definitely a good one. Next one was Callouts. This had a closing price of $214, and it made a high of $217.93. Obviously, you don't want to see this red candlestick. You wanted it to see a sustainable bullish candlestick ending out the week. Although there was enough room there to make profit, it obviously didn't go exactly the way we wanted to. So moving on, next ticker symbol is JCOM. This had a closing price of $72.35, and it made a high of $73.91. Again, that could have been a lot better. Next stock was probably our best one, and this was ticker symbol AAWW. It had a closing price of $56.94, and it made a high of $63. So definitely a good enough range there to make a massive profit. And then finally, the last stock was AAP. This had a closing price of $154.59, and it made a high of $158.92. Not that bad either, but obviously it didn't sustain that move ending out the week. Anyways, moving on to the stocks for this week. The first stock we're going to start out with is ticker symbol CCI. So this is a weekly chart. It doesn't look as good as the daily chart, and we'll move on to that. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my mouse here. So the thing I like about the daily chart, as you can see, this red line that I drew out, this is a good support line for a couple of the daily candlesticks. There was a bounce right here, a bounce right here. You can zoom in a little bit better. And then on Friday, there was a bounce right here as well too. And in addition to this reversal signal, I feel like this is a massive pullback. I do believe we're going to get a higher move heading into this week. So that's one stock to keep on the lookout for. Next stock is ticker symbol CBOE. So I really liked Friday's candlestick, ended very bullish. So let's see if we can get the momentum going into this week. Let's switch over to the weekly chart, see if that looks any better. I definitely think this looks better than the daily chart. So we have this reversal signal going off. I consider this to be a massive pullback. And the fact that we ended this week with the green, or this past week with the green candlestick, I think we can finally see a move up to probably this 20 EMA. So that could get you a good 2 to 3 points. All right. Next stock is ticker symbol ZLAB. Doesn't look too bad. Again, sort of a bullish candlestick and then this massive pullback. Sort of a similar setup from the last candles or the last stock that we called out. So let's switch over to the daily chart. The weekly chart doesn't look too bad. I like the fact that we're above the 20 EMA as well. We also have a reversal signal here. I like that Friday's closing price was above this 20 EMA. So let's see if we can sustain the move going into this week. Next stock is ticker symbol NHC. A very massive move here on Friday, so it's possible this could be a bit extended. May come down a little bit, but I do believe by the end of the week we'll be at a higher price than we are right now. There's also a reversal signal right here, so that was also good to see. The weekly chart. So I'm glad we finished above the 20 EMA. Let's see if we can break this past week's high, then I definitely see a move higher. Next stock is ticker symbol NSIT. So this is a weekly chart. You know, bit of a pullback right here, and I think we're finally starting to see a move up. Let's switch over to the daily daily chart. I like this reversal signal right here, although it's not a green one. I still believe, based on the setup, that we will see a move going up sometime this week. And then finally, yeah, that does it for the 5 stocks. So if you stuck around for this long, again, I have a couple of bonus stocks I wanted to call out as well. The first one is HLI. So this is a bit of a toss-up, but I still wanted to call it out. Obviously, the red day on Friday was pretty bearish, but hopefully it could sustain the support level right here, which was about 57.65. And then the weekly chart, switch over to that real fast. So yeah, it was still a green weekly candlestick, which I like. Obviously doesn't look as bullish, but I believe if we could break the high of the closing price for this past week, we could at least see a good 2-point move into this week. And then finally, the last bonus stock I want to call out was ticker symbol VXX. So the reason I'm calling this out is because let me start with the VIX real fast. Actually, let me start with the SPY. So this is the weekly chart for the SPY. As you can see, there's a reversal signal right here, and then we have like a red candlestick here as well. So it looks very bearish all in all, and typically when the SPY is bearish, the VIX ends up being very bullish. So switch over to that. And as you can see, there's a green candlestick going off a couple of weeks ago. I feel like this is a bit of a pullback, and we're going to see the VIX go a little bit higher. So I definitely think the overall stock market is going to go down. For how long, I'm not sure. But just based on how the VIX and the SPY looks, I do believe we're going to get a sell-off, which is why I called out VXX. You know, when VIX goes up, VXX tends to be one of the ticker symbols that moves up as well too. So, you know, I feel like this is somewhat of a pullback, and now we're finally going to see a green candlestick, hopefully up to this 20 EMA. So that does it for all the stocks, guys. Good luck this week. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you find this content valuable, go ahead and consider subscribing. But other than that, I will see you guys for the next video. Take care. Bye.